Ah, remember to turn the sound on this time. What have I been doing? Okay, so we are Act 2, and I believe I was off to Dargonus. Yeah, to the Expanse. Oh. So we can go Sarah's Tomb just to scan things, because it gets us some insight points. Of course. To be fair, I don't like all of these, as soon as you start fast traveling, getting events straight away, like, really takes me out of it. But hopefully that's something they improve with Dark Heresy. um, that's a bug. May I request you to a moment? I must report a series of high dangerous violations that have taken place in the fuel compartment. The fuelers have founded a sect of some kind. This group praises the fire worship of the Emperor and has been burning Prometheum. I kind of like fire worship. Um, yeah. Uh, uh, okay, so he's a psyker. Uh, mhm. Let's assign to Wes. I have no idea if that ever comes back to haunt us. I've never seen it do it. I still have no idea how to use the custom chair from the download bonus. Just saying. Alcat, please. But if I remember, there's not much I can do in this system just yet. Yeah, so I can't fight the pirates just yet, but I can grab that space dust. Yeah, because this fuel you can sell at the station. They give you some Medicaid gear. Uh, mm-hmm. Always something on the ship to do. Alright, Drift and Void Ship. We could actually do with Cabela straight away. But I don't need those gloves because they're not going on my Rogue Trader. And scanning planets anyway as we go along. That's going to get us a little bit of EXP. We can always return those back to footfall, but if you don't want to do too much back and forth, it's not important if you don't do it straight away. But it'd be good if we can get the fuel transferred and also go to the first planet, because then... Oh, nice. Yeah, because then we would be able to get the heavy bolter. And because I'm going with a gunnery rogue trader, having the heavy bolter, that's useful stuff. Yeah, Trinitos. So that's going to Janus. But I do also want to go to Trinitos just to tuck that up first. I am going to make these ones yellow just to try and prevent some ridiculous warp encounters, but the early ones shouldn't really pose a problem. Ah, and if we do the dogmatic choice for the planet, we should have enough to quickly pop back on and go do the Ritual of Blood. That's actually why I didn't have enough EXP for Aurora. I realised that the other day when I was just playing, I forgot to do that. So I was like, how am I 50 EXP short? And then I was like, oh right, I forgot to do a whole section of Act 1. Yeah, you have to go from the far side so you don't get into that ship battle. Because at this point, that space battle beat my ass. Yep. So they all give us a lot of holy gifts, which is nice. This one has the Druzin rep, which is normally why I go for that one. This one, 5% critical chance against chaos enemies. Me. Shield, don't kill. This is why we want this one. Bing, bang, boom. Then we pop out of here. We might as well go here just to scan the planet anyway. Alright, so now we gotta do the next Cassio event. When I get to Darganos, I'll create a warp route back to Footfall. See, this was the most intimidating part of playing the game for the first time, was Act 2 and not really knowing what to do or where to go. So, yeah, even seeing the 4 worlds that you're meant to visit, you can easily forget that. Oh. Well, we got the Blessed Bolt casing. See, this is something that everyone says is overpowered, because single attacks with bolt weapons automatically hit the target. Everyone's like, oh, it's so OP. So OP. It's not. Burst fire automatically hits. Why would you ever use this? Like, even, like, so the heavy gunner arc militant build, you use an area attack, which is 1 AP, and then use a burst fire, which is also auto hit and does more damage. So it's like, why would you use this? Like, I got the ghost sword as well. Unfortunately, yeah, it doesn't. It's an Aldari weapon, but doesn't have the Aldari property where it doesn't use up your movement. How close are we to actually leveling up just from exploring? We're actually there. Alright, so level 19. For those of you who might know, we are in the description using my own level up spreadsheet. So yes, I am following this, but level 19 is obviously just going to be picking up the blah, 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 heroic action. I played on launch. I wonder if you can clear every enemy with just Argenta and 2 officers in the first turn. Probably. Argenta, whilst did receive some nerfs, because now area and burst fire doesn't stack their damage talents, she's still really strong. Like, you can almost solo the final boss if it wasn't for the invulnerability phase. But range is more item dependent than melee, which is why it's harder to just play ranged, and it's why it's harder to equip multiple ranged characters. It's why Ulfar is weaker than Argenta, because Ulfar doesn't have access to the overpowered normal human gear. But yeah, no, the amount of times I've had that arguments with people that play on lower difficulties, who, yeah, they're like, oh, why is my character that seems OP on normal? Why wouldn't they work on unfair? And it's like, try unfair. Cool. So the next jump is actually going to be the Idra section. On that case, then, because the AI is going to take over for her, let's make sure. It's going to use my grenades. It always does. Okay, but we'll make sure she doesn't have anything that I don't really want her to use on her. And on that note, I realize I hadn't restocked my grenades. Oh, and medkit. Alright, well, whilst I'm here then, we'll visit here, quickly checking on the ship, then we'll do the next jump. But it's Argenta's going to be a lot stronger in the next update, because shotguns getting the cost reduction is going to directly benefit all the Argenta builds, because then you can use shotgun as well as heavy guns. So it helps out early game. Oh, this is the pit. I think we can just throw Idra in it. I think she comes back with like a willpower bonus. Let's find out.
Victory awaits.
There's also a staff here that you can't see on the tab, but if you come over here...
Indeed. While I have my navigator skills to call upon, you are, statistically speaking...
So you can't see it, but the Staff of Midnight's here. Which is an upgrade to the Telepath Staff if you're using that. But obviously I'm using the Sanctified Staff on her.
I rise to the occasion. One and it's done.
Oh, yeah, if anyone has any questions about any of the DLC stuff that they want clarifying, do let me know, because if I can answer it, I will. I've been following all the chats that the Starrock, the community manager, that he's had on the Discord, as well as the live streams and asking other stuff myself.
I did fine.
Anything else? I swear there was another one somewhere. Oh wait, it's here. No, that's the first one. We spot everything? Alright, let's go play with the ball. Examine the pit. Since something slightly intangible answering your invitation context, it seems to peer into your thoughts, tasting emotions. Surprisingly curious, but these feelings are not your own. Let's submit. What do you want from me? You find yourself on the floor of an abandoned estate. You feel someone's disgusting presence behind you. A raspy foul breath tickles your nostrils. A drop of water trickles down from the stone ceiling and shatters the silence of the deafening splash. With a deafening splash. The heavy door before you is open. You could try to escape. It is now or never. Turn around and fight the creature. Yes. Yeah, let's go to the fellowship. Cut off a piece of yourself. Okay, let's try that. Weapon skill 5 to coercion test. Do you know when the DLC content starts? How far can I... It starts in Act 1. As soon as you get to Rykard Minoris, it starts there. So, if you are playing at the moment, I didn't do it right to throw a companion in there. So yeah, if you are playing at the moment, yeah. But the thing is, you can still play for now to understand the game and then restart when the DLC comes out. Because even if you don't have time, that's still a month away. Because what are you going to do? Just not play for a month? But the time that you don't play between now and then, that's not going to change no matter what you do. So it could be worth, you know, just experimenting with a run where you just kind of work out how everything comes together and then do a second run maybe on a higher difficulty once you understand mechanics. And then you can do a run through of all the new content. Or at least that's what I would do. It's like this run here. I'm just doing this as it's something to stream. Like, obviously, I'm going to restart the second I get access to the DLC. Because that's the good thing about this being... So this game is going to be supported into 2026. So you can play it now, and obviously in autumn we're going to get the next balance patch, and then later than that we're going to get DLC 3, and then eventually DLC 4. So take as much time as you... Even if it takes you years, take as much time as you need. Oh yeah, we should go back to the bridge. Who's texting? Eh. Alright, so Cabela wants us to do a ritual. We need to go speak to Cassia. And then we're going to get nabbed to do Idara's quest. Did we have anything about servitors? Yeah. Let's see. Did Pascal want anything? Yeah, I'm pretty hyped for the second season's next. Yeah, dude. Necrons are my favorite. I was... Slight spoiler, Necrons are in the base game, but not very well. So I'm hoping the DLC 3 expands that. Like, and I mean a lot. Because Trazen from the books as well is one of my favorite characters. So it's, yeah, it's a bit of everything, you know? Oh, is it the checks over there?
Dumb it. Then
But the second DLC, well, the fourth DLC, having a ship graveyard and warp, that's going to be pretty interesting because you can have any sort of companion there. But no, I want to see more Necron tech. I want to see some cool relics. I wouldn't even care if DLC 3 is entirely a roguelike in Act 5, so you can really test your builds.
ready to step into the lab? Your weapon for the ritual.
Oh, yep, no worries, man. Yeah, spoilers do be about.
Now upon the path. Your shadow now. We're not doing this for your amusement, Domin, nor is it an expression. Understand me? You may deem it strange. You live in a world so far. You are empowered by the will of the Undying One himself. And yet, when I look at your life, I am surprised. You follow a different thread. One that does not seem as strict to your thought. To partake in the lab.
Alright then, so... and Cassia. So we quickly need to speak to Danrock. Hey Reverend, will you do more RP builds like the Mixed Attacker? Yes, yeah, that is the plan. The plan is once the DLC drops, I'm gonna basically do a shotgun Arbitus build, do a melee Arbitus build. If it interests me, I'll also do the Shout Arbitus build, and then I'm planning to go through and do some more like roleplay builds and just get some little fun things out. Obviously, all the builds are actually on the sheet, already. So if there's anything you do want to try before I do videos, like, don't feel like you have to wait for the videos, because yeah, at the moment we have probably one of the most broken builds ever. The Hellfire build I've actually remade, so this one here we don't need to worry about that one, because that's become the Veiled Master. Obviously got my original Pyro one. This one I'm planning to update into a Sword and Board Pyromancer, so that's going to be a bit fun, which is also, we've got the Berserker version. So this one was focusing on breakthrough, but again, I want to rework that a little bit because Shearing Strikes is still a little bit bugged. We've got the Space Gandalf build. I've updated that one recently, so that one's like pure Staffcaster. The Psycho Doomslayer, now that shotguns again done, I might, because this one was based on chainsaws, I'm going to do a shotgun version of this. We've obviously got the Death Engine, which is a heavy gunner using some passive talent, same with the Dual Pistol Commando. Then we've got the Deathworld Navy Officer. So this one is a melee knockdown build, and we've also got a gunnery version of it, so it uses the get off me thing, so it's actually a quite fun mechanic. For one round you just knock everything down. Obviously got the Cypher's Cane RP build, which is the sword thing. Min-max, yeah, he shouldn't be a Fortress World commander, which is why you can do Hive World Commissar. The one I'm actually running in this stream at the moment is the Astra Militarum Commander Heavy Gunner build. So this is what I'm actually doing. Funny enough, I am going to swap some talents around here now that I've been playing around with some bits. Yeah, because it's actually, Degraded Defense is the most important damage talent in the game. It's where a lot of your base damage actually comes from. Then we've also got our Crime Lord Bounty Hunter. We've got I've updated these builds as well. So this is the Sanctioned Psycho Officer. Then we've got the one for Grand Strategist, Master Tactician. Then we've got the Commissar version and the Noble version. Killdozer version. This is one of my favorite ones. It's one of the few Vanguard builds I like. It's a Biomancer build that's basically inspired by the Killdozer. So yeah, it's essentially unstoppable. So just a Forge World. It's very tanky. It's very beefy. Then we've got the version of my my Blade Dancer Pyromancer build, but as a Death World Priest. So this one is non-psycho version. It's actually quite strong. Got a Fortress World Crime Lord build, which is a lot of fun actually. You could easily do some to heavy gunner build as well if you want to put on that as well. Then we've got a Biomancy Operative Executioner, because some people wanted to build that. I did a Blade Dancer Assassin, because again, people like that, and it's more of an RP build as well. It's not very meta in the current thing. And then, yeah, the Veil Master. So this was the one I reworked from the Hellfire build. I could probably actually take that off the sheet. Yeah, I won't delete it right now, but I will mark out that a better version has been built for this. Yeah. Yeah, because this was made before we got the new Four Swords. But yeah, no, I'm obviously going to keep making more stuff and playing around, especially once we discover what new items and options we get in DLC 2. Also interesting what they're going to do with the companions DLC 3. On one hand, Trazen opens so many possibilities. Yeah, again, it could be literally anything from his collection, or, and what I'm really hoping is they give Nomos a Necron body. That's what I hope they're going to do with that DLC, but we'll have to see. Yeah, but no, having Nomos as a traveling companion, that'd be amazing. Yo, Akos, how you doing? Oh, that's the point. Do we have... We need 2 more dogmatic points, and then I can pop down into the ship. Hmm. Bah. Oh yes, they've added the mirror now. Let's have a quick little look at that. Let's see how this change appearance stuff works. So you can... Okay, so yeah, you literally get dragged back into here. So you can update your voice. Oh, no, that's cool. Wait, what was that? No, that's useful, especially with the new hairstyles and stuff. If you bought that, that means you can just apply them. Anything new from you, Heinrichs?
You have my... Yeah.
Yes, there is. Well, whilst we're here, I guess. Cool. Always pick heretical, a mad voice for the character. Yes. Yes, there's one YouTuber actually managed to get his voice in game. He's one of the male ones. Carnage, I think. I don't really know streamers that well. But yeah, I think it's him. Oh, yep, I forgot we're starting this as well. Just checking if there's anything else. Alright, now we're going to go get the warp encounter for Idra. And I imagine we should be safe to do this jump if we're going to get the Idra one. Let's, we got Cabela's first. Oh, we also got Idra's. Yeah, this should clear this out pretty quickly. Yeah. Ah, nice. Ooh, yes, we have Veil Render. So that's actually going to do quite a bit of damage in this encounter, because obviously all the nonsense we've got up. Do you have any better homes for him yet? What's in Xenos? No, we don't even need the skirmisher boots on him.
And done. I won't tolerate weakness.
Yeah, you're going back to the Abyss Lady.
Excellence matters.
Yeah, code. Yeah.
We need to investigate.
Yeah, because I remember reading other people talking about it.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Alright, so when this encounter does kick off, the important one we have to kill is the Grenader. So we don't just get a bunch of people stunned.
Why did I not foresee this?
Little pink horror. Okay.
You will make a suitable sacrifice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If Cabela can kill all of these guys, we might be able to activate the Sororitas boots. Let's pop J a little bit further back. We still have these annoyances back here, though. Well. Oh, might as well get you up there. Can we get everyone in?
I am a navigator,
Huh?
not a
Pretty good.
servitor.
Yeah, let's build up. What do we want to do? Do we want to do damage? Yeah, let's do a bit of damage, because we want to try and get some kills here. We might as well drop this down here as well. Yeah, Cabela. So we're gonna DFA in. Kind of didn't want to actually kill someone on that initial one, but we'll get another DFA there. Which one is the Grenadier? It's this. Nope. Mutant Bomber. Oh, okay, it's the one that's already damaged. So we'll get right between them. Then we'll Pain Resonance them. Death Dance. Yeah, we took out all that threat, and we managed to get ourselves 2 death from above, and we got 6 bloodlust out of it. Okay, so we want to pop this on for Jay,
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
and if we can get you in cover.
Not a servitor.
Alright, then Cabela's actual turn. Let's see. We need to try and get her back up. Can we get someone in range? Yes.
Trust me.
Cool. We also managed to get our high momentum out of it, which we could use on Heinrichs. Or we could use it here.
As
We'll save it. We'll save it.
I shall not fail.
So, we can set up steady superiority here to get a free attack, and we can use that free attack to buff up.
I won't object to it. For the throne's glory. Let's see to it.
Oh, yeah, because of the veil. Oop, didn't manage my EXP. Yeah, did not manage my AP properly. Oh well. Abelard. My good sir.
At your beck and call.
Ooh, so we've done better than that.
Indeed.
With all the extra experiences for all the DLCs, will Alcat ever increase the level of cap? I don't think they need to increase it. They're actually looking to decrease it with the next DLC.
Fall back now.
Huh. Let's go here. We'll activate regimental
Suits my
tactics.
purposes. Already done.
Let's get blasting.
Suits.
Sure. I'll be marking this incident down.
All easy.
Ah, we missed that one. Alright, then we get G.
Living on the edge.
So, G, we can
Tell me, and it is done.
buff your good self. Oh, she's actually already got a 0 AP attack ready to go. In that case, let's buff herself.
I can cross a Kazbalican. Am I getting
Yeah. Anyway, 10 rate of fire.
Better not be intentional.
already done?
Alright, then Idra's turn. Idra's just sending the warp through the roof. GG.
Emperor, give me
Alright,
strength.
let's buff up some Heinrichs. Let's move our front line up here.
For the serfs?
So, now... Well, this is going to be our free attack, and that's probably going to do quite a bit of damage, actually.
Naturally. Let's see to it.
Oh, no? Or is it going to be the next one? Each critical hit scored... Ah, you have to critical first. Ah, there we go. That'll be right.
I won't object to it.
We didn't critical. It's fine, I guess.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Me? If you insist,
That's happened
Lord
to move.
Captain.
Oh, Kibella's got her death faults ready.
As honor ordains.
Oh, easy win.
Blood of the wicked be shed, as thou hast willed.
Killing brings me no pleasure.
Either way, hitting level cap is the worst thing ever in any RPG. Yeah, it's going to be much easier to hit the level cap now. Because naturally, they are increasing everything.
Let your soul be purged.
The
as the
captive
tenets
audience.
demand.
Blade dance.
Death is a blessing,
Oh, we've got 8.
as honor ordains. My blade whispers your name. I cannot serve you in this way. The shadows will see it done.
Good old Blade Dancer. Just gonna
As honor
jump back and forth here.
ordains, the other side awaits.
2 turn. I know the dogmatic choice is to kill her, but I want to keep my buffer.
A job for me.
Yeah, you get 2 Bow Psycho Boots now. Ah, we also get the Guardian Crown. So this is actually... So even though we've gone in down the... down the route of... oh no, because we haven't got Executioner this time. We've actually gone Arch Militant, so that's even better. No, I was just about to justify that, but no, that's actually even better because we didn't go that route. Cool. By decrease, do you mean rebalance XP or actual... so I think they're lowering the level cap in Dark Heresy, and they're simplifying the leveling process, and they're reducing the skills. That seemed to be what they described on the discussion. No, so they're planning to dumb down the game a little bit to make it more accessible, which I think is okay, because a lot of people are scared by the just how big the talent system, because one of the things that I did with the spreadsheet is I have put out all the talents, so it's much easier to read this way for me. But like, if you actually look at how many talents there are, give or take the fact that I've got a few titles in there for each section, you're still looking at over 500, and a lot of people that just scares them off, so they're planning to cut a lot of this down. Yeah, so with the DLC for Rogue Trader, they said in future they're going to look at ways to reduce the EXP, but for now with DLC 2, they're not. So early Act 4, you're going to be level 55. And then we want... What boots she got? Yep, that's fine. Where's her Warp Conductor gloves? Groovy. It's not much, but it's something. Yeah, EXP is going to be a bit bloated. That's the point. I need to eventually also go back to Footfall to grab that. Yeah, as much as I was saying that this isn't exactly the best thing in the world, we will just throw that on there for the moment. Who could benefit from the +5 toughness? That's not already using something. Nope, Pascal's got the slow. Unironically me? Oh, is the cape not stacking? No, it doesn't stack. Boo. I guess no one. Oh, Ablad's not even using anything. He can just have it for now. Yeah, there are some talents you wouldn't pick, and some other ones that are just really strong. That's true. We'll have to see what they do with the 1.4 balance patch. The devs have said if I did want to do like a spreadsheet after I've tested the DLC and put them where I think balance is, they'll consider it. But I might do something like that in the video, because otherwise I'm just doing free work.
I haven't. Yes, ma'am, Lord Captain. Of course. Always.
Yeah, like Melter and Plasma having a special talent for them when they're two of the worst weapon types in the game is ridiculous to me. And the fact that most humans should just be able to use bolters. I think bolter. I think they should just get rid of the exotic weapon talents. I don't see a reason for them to exist when they're not better than the defaults. That might be something I'll see if they can get them to do. Because then you'd have a reason to actually equip them. We want the Malpain Shroud. Congratulations, you received a cape. Mm-hmm. I'm looking to make Argenta somewhat different than Flamer and Bolton for my next run. Any good alternatives? Shotgun and Bolton. Yeah, that's kind of the best build for her. I wonder and hope we'll see new archetypes in DLC 3 and 4. Hopefully, they didn't say anything about that, but they're adding new mechanics, so we'll see. Last game played, when I played Cabela's Executioner, all the mobs got a total of like 150 dots on them. it's probably just all your stuff going on there. One of the upgrades applies 10, and then obviously you can get stacks more your hits afterwards. Yeah, there's a lot of weapons you just don't get to use. You probably just had a lot of talent stacking and just doing what they do best. So that's Genos. We're gonna go to Dargonis first. Oh, that's a point. Whilst we're here, we can quickly do some trading. So this one just gives us 3 shit. This one also just gives us 3 shit. Yeah, let's do some trading. Flamer should be a specialization. Bolter maybe. See, it's hard to justify making not very strong weapons require special talents. So Flamer is a bit mediocre. So why should I need special talent? Bolter, mediocre. Why should I require special talent? Funny enough, Heavy Bolter doesn't require a special talent, which is... But regular does. God, I don't want them to nerf it and give it that, though. Melters, they're terrible and only useful against very specific enemies. Same with plasma weapons. Yeah, because if I look here, if we have a look at this, it doesn't actually require bolter proficiency, whereas bolters do. It's really weird. But anyway, reputation. Let's give them some holy gifts. Bam. See, Notice Cloak. Yep. Power Claymore. Armor Pen 30. Yep, that looks good. I can't get it for now anyway. Explorators. Yep. Will to Live. Yep. Port to Manipulator. Yep. Because Balaka can't get anything from them anyway. The tactical backpack would be nice, actually, if we get them up to 10. What do you take? Miscellaneous, armor. Try not to accidentally give them fuel. Yeah. Yeah, buff the underperforming weapons for sure. No, I agree with that. But yeah, so I don't have bolter weapon proficiency, but I can equip the heavy bolter now. It's one of those weird ones. What's that? Fencing world. Regular chainmail. So now if I just give you the second Will to Live, enemies that have their toughness reduced by 2 gains 2 toughness reduced. Now, do I just want him to equip this just so he gets the additional toughness? Or do I want to keep the pistol offhand because it gives extra perception? For now, let's keep the perception, even though I'm not really using it. But as for the sword, so this arm pen is... So the serrated greatsword is really good for an executioner, but I didn't build him for executioner this time. So we can... let's have a look. Greatsword, that's only 15%. Thunder hammer. Yeah, it's got quite a bit more armor pen. Let's give him the thunder hammer. Noble sword we're not really using at the moment. Wrath St. Drusus we're not really using at the moment. Oh, we can get rid of some of these. Bunch of bad bouncing weapons. Like, the majority of the sniper weapons are just bad. Yeah, well, snipers themselves, they don't actually have that many talents to increase their effectiveness, so they're a bit meh. Oh, did I not get anything new here? Capella doesn't really need anything from there. I'm going to give her that just because it's worthwhile for someone to have it. Run and gun, yeah, that's fine. She doesn't have any gloves, so we'll throw on these anyway for now. Who has high reload costs? You're going to, but a lot of them are free for now. Don't need the additional critical hit chance. Let's keep going. Hand flamers needing a talent is bad, yeah. Yeah, the old boring company, not a flamethrower. Yeah, from the planet. Cool, that's for Janus. We'll go to Janus after we've gone to Dargonis, just so we can get a little bit of EXP from Dargonis and get the start building towards the transport ship. We can also get some rep along the way and hand in the quest for our good friends, the Explorators. But yeah, the talents to equip them feel bad when they don't really offer much. Like, yeah, I'm not sure what the reasoning is behind that. Flog suit. We'll get a lot more Prometheum on other planets later. But there is the melting effect, which is already in game, but it does. There's only one weapon that applies it, which is the pistol. I should still have it. Unless I blind, did I trade it in? Oh no, I traded it in. Have I sold it? But basically, the negotiator that you get from the DLC stuff has the melting effect, which reduces enemy armor per shot. Now, having that on all plasmas and melters would make sense to me because they're armor melting weapons. So yeah, if they just passively gave them all the melting effect, I think that would be a slight improvement. Come back down to them later. Drukhari Desolation Blast Pistol also does it. Oh, okay, cool. See, the Drukhari and the Aldari weapons, they make sense to require exotic talents for the human companions. Bolters, again, the pistols aren't very good. The bolt rifles are alright, but they're not, like, exceptional. And they're so commonly used, you would have thought that they didn't require special talent, or soldiers would just be able to use them by default. Yeah, that's where the gunslinger's helm is. That's useful for later. Oh. We want to go to the Explorators station, which is here. And we can get some Medicaid buffing gear for Cabela. And the grenades that they give you can also trade in. Yeah, the Drukhari and the Aldari weapons really do. No, I completely agree. Okay. Now, if we go over to Cabela, we can give her the... We should have a bunch of these now. Yep. As far as I'm aware, we only made her an executioner. We didn't make Heinrichs an executioner this time. Yeah, so the rest can get popped in here. I don't really use haywire grenades, so again, they can get popped in here. Didn't use any of these either. I'm looking to replace Cassia for my new DLC run for a custom Navi. I know you left sharing any builds for remote... Well, basically, the way Cassia works is Cassia is unique to navigators because she has all three paths. So, yeah, so if you look at here, so you've got the path of the open soul, path of the open eye, and she has... Oh, she had a third one that's disappeared. But basically, yeah, as you go down her thing, you get the additional paths, whereas your custom one only starts with one. So if you were to get rid of Cassia, you could make your own custom one, but also say have them Imperial World, so they also give fellowship to allies that they buff, so they'll receive higher buffs. Or you could go crazy and even say make a Blade Dancer one, and then you could really go in on stuff like one of her other abilities that she can learn, which I don't often use, but held in my gaze. So this one at launch was insanely powerful, but you can still use that for like a single target nuke. Yeah, it's not actually that bad. But yeah, that might be... I might have to come over, like, go over a custom navigator. You can always use the same build that Cassia uses if you wanted to. Because as far as buffing and debuffing goes, it's already the best it's going to be. Okay, what do I get? That's scrap. Nice. I was thinking an op and bounty hunter. Ooh, yeah. Well, yes, the optive bounty hunter, as a navigator, would allow some insane buffing. Because you think about it, if you mark 3 praise, that means you get 3 more opportunities to use Mend Reality and Reveal the Light. So that's another 2 sets of infusing, and you can just loop that. As far as I'm aware, you can use the forced movement abilities on the Bounty Hunter extra turns. So yeah, no, that would actually be a very, very strong option. I could always, if you want, I could put together an optive Bounty Hunter Navigator and put that on the sheet. Yeah, and have that for yeah, and have that for navigator. You could potentially even do Void World on them and use that with Be Smart, and then you use Intelligence. You don't really pick up Fellowship. And then you level up Willpower and Perception and Intelligence. So that's also another option. I really want to respec Heinrichs into Executioner. I might just go do that. I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm getting twitchy about it. Because I think I still have some free respecs. It just feels wasted using him as an archmilitator when he can be an executioner. So I want all your homeworks. And I think it should be free for the first one as well. Yep. Alright, let's do this. So I like rigorous training first, just to get that. Then, yep, we do want our weapon skill. We're going to take pyromancy. Then, of course, we want Medicare. Then we want more weapon skill. Then we can take Psychonoris here, or we can take it later. Then we can take more Medicare. Now, depending on what you plan to do it. So I can go agility, or I can go... Yeah, you can go either agility or you can go toughness, depending what you want to do. So if you go the agility route, you're going to want to pick up Desolation, because then you'll start putting that in. And then you can go stick with light armor and build it up that way. Or you can go toughness and you'll pick up clenched teeth. And yes, you'll only take toughness points in tier 1, because in tier 2 you won't use them. But his toughness will actually be used for his self-healing, which you have in over with his executioner stuff. So it's, yeah, the options are both there for whichever way you want to go with that. But yeah, I'll go the agility route for this one. So you can also get thick skin as well. So if you wanted to get a bit of damage deflection, increase their parry chance, yeah, that's also going to be useful. So yeah, Desolation. Then Daring Breach 2. Then Impetus, because again we're going to use that quite a bit. But yeah, and again, yeah, because this Impetus uses the toughness and strength. I might actually take Clenched Teeth anyway for now, just have a little bit more early survival. So toughness, yeah, we'll take that to get to 50 heal. Then we'll want Orchestrate. Sorry, I'm changing my build idea mid level up. We want Body of Flames, so we can actually set ourselves on fire. I blind. There we go. Then we want... So, if you want heavy armor, you're going to put strength in. I'm not actually going to worry about that for now. I am going to take agility here. Then, yep. Put a point in athletics. I will take Desolation. Like I said, I'm not actually going to worry about heavy armor. So then we will take more athletics. You could take willpower here if you want to get that up, or again you can further up agility. I'm going to take the agility because I'm going to stick him in light armor. Now we could take Relentless Blaze or Psycho Majoris here. Relentless Blaze, remind me. Relentless Blaze, Relentless Blaze, Relentless Blaze. So when burning, Psycho gains 1 psi rating and damage resolve, and Psycho's resolve is increased by +2. Yeah, it is quite useful. Yeah, so then we'll get 10 breach 4. Go into Executioner. Bing, bang, 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 boom. Then I'll pick up Firestorm because that can be an AoE heal. Then we take Anatomy Expert, so we'll get a big chunk from that. Bing, bang, boom. Carnival. And then we can, from my cargo, hopefully I should still have not sold them just yet. Where's respirators? Ah, there they are. So we'll give 1 to Heinrichs. Yeah. Then the other respirator we don't need. And then we will then swap him back to using the serrated greatsword because it has bleed on it. Yeah, so we've got the pneumo boots, we've got the knuckle guard. I'm perfectly happy for him to have simp skin for now. Yeah. Yeah. I changed my mind. Yeah. Good enough. Yep, yep. Is there a better wiki for Rogue Track Festival? Yes, there is. It's called My Level Up Sheet. I will pop this into chat. It's in the description, but just so you don't have to do that yourself. Let me just quickly go into y'all. I'll just throw this into the comments.
Welcome to
ads. But yeah, this has talents, full loot table. It also has several builds, and yes, it's just way more useful. Way more useful. It just feels right, you know. Going back to the old executioner. But yeah, these hand flamers needing talents, like the plasma pistols as well, they're not strong enough to really warrant it, in my opinion. Yeah, you'll that sheet will do you very nicely. We need Pascal. Yeah, we'll bring in all the melees. We've not got any skill checks going on here, so it's fine. You know, for a second, I forgot what skills I'm using my Rogue Trader. Awareness and Demolition, I guess? Yeah, Awareness and Demolition.
It's about time.
Am I able to stick between meetings and ask questions whilst you're live? Yep. Is there any way to get the Twitch drops now? I think it was only during the event, but I imagine the developers will probably add it for general later. If not, I'll pop them a message later after stream, and I'll be like, yeah, people still want this stuff, and I'll see if they'll add that in for you guys. Ablard, you can go there. Heinrich, you can go there. Pascal, you can go there. Catherine, go down here. Cabela, you can go there. Ooh, actually, Abard, you go there. You go there. Cassia, I want you to have better line of sight. Because we want to group some people up.
I'm not accustomed to being
Nice.
ordered around. Me, if you insist, Lord Captain. If I
Blitz
may.
Strategem's so good. So,
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
As the tenant caught by the web.
ooh, so do we think we'll kill anyone? I don't. So we're going to captive audience and
The chapter, let your
Dance.
soul be purged.
not bad.
Trust me.
Don't know why we still had charges there, but alright then. Cover efficiency and dodge reduction. Alright, they can happily get blasting in a little bit.
Me,
Shorter.
if you insist, Lord
Um,
Captain. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Boys, oh, we got more.
If I may.
Adam Goose question: is it possible to get the third ship model? I don't think so.
Mine.
Yeah, I think that was. I actually personally requested that from the devs. I was like, "Hey, I want this," and they were like, "Oh, okay."
Suits my purposes.
But no, I don't think
Not
it's
a problem for
possible
me.
to get in general circulation at the moment.
Nothing I can do. Was your
What is done
biggest
cannot be
mistake.
undone.
Ah, Cabela's actual turn. So these guys all have bleeding on them, so pain resonance.
It's a blessing.
Yep, and then we can
As the
jump.
tenants killing.
Yep, that's good. Then we can captive audience. Then we can blade
The
dance.
shadow will see it done. I shall not fail. Death is a blessing. As the tenants served.
Some good damage. Heinrichs. Back to being an executioner. So, if we... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The Emperor
I think if we go
is
from
on our
here...
side.
So, we want to
I won't object to it.
hurt ourselves.
Let's see
Orchestrate.
to it. Naturally.
Oh, he parried us.
I won't do that.
Huh, didn't expect the parry.
I will do my one fewer target.
Oh, I couldn't make that. That's fine.
My place is at the fore. It will be done.
Pascal.
Who even taught you to fight like this?
Yeah, turn 2.
Me, if you insist, Lord Captain. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Let's... Oh, actually, I just realized my allies are going to be immune to my damage. So I can very much just move in to get somewhere else if I wanted to.
Vengeance will be swift. I'm done with this one.
Yes. Actually, we can use joint analysis as well.
Take you.
Oh, and because of the bounty hunter, naturally, yes, we get another one of these.
I won't object to it.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I didn't think point of curiosity would work with him on the floor, but I had to try.
Me, if you insist, Lord Captain.
I shall not fear. Already done. Nothing you didn't
I'm looking
stand a
forward to that buff.
chance.
I need to use grenades more. Yeah, no, grenades, my first run, I did not touch. Same with my stims. But now that I know all the encounters, I often use them. and yes, they're very effective. Ah, nice little level up. Wow, that gear is terrible. In all honesty. Cool. Thanks, I guess. Ah, level 20. What do we take at level 20 again? So... it's just... Okay, so we get some nice AP increase. Ballistic skill. Let's pop over here to Cassia. Well, actually, Ablard's first on the list. So, it's just going to be weapon skill. You're going to be willpower, of course. You're going to be weapon skill. The other one is the one that I normally take other little things with. Yeah, we normally go agility on the pyromancy death one. Pascal, ooh, intelligence. Yeah, because it's 55. Yeah, makes sense. And filtering protocols. Yep. And naturally weapon skill. Bosh.
Follow my lead.
I do hope the new engine, when they do Dark Heresy in about a year or year and a half, whenever it is we get it, I do hope that's going to be a little bit quicker to load. And it's going to be fully voice acted, which is nice. They're updating models and animations. But fully voice acted means they might have to cut down on the amount of dialogue and intrigue. You can stay. You're all good, actually, because, yeah, you covered that. But the only problem is we got wellness, demolition. You're covering all of our int checks. You're doing persuasion and warp. These guys are all overlapping in skills. We could drop Ablard for Idra, actually. Just because it's Ablard's planet. That's a lot of problems at the moment. There's a lot of my companions are overlapping their skills. That's why it's good to have Jay. Oh, we got ourselves a little cherub pet. Announce me. Crack grenades in Act 2 are really useful. Oh, yeah. Do I need more ballistic skill? Because I'm kind of moving away from that. Ooh, her intelligence is really low. Mm, I still go for ballistic score, apparently. Interesting. Uh, eh. Freaking witch. I don't want that little pet following me around. Oh yes, I did use grenades on Cassion. I think there's some chests down that way as well. Well, we'll see what we can do. Oh, we got it first time? We do want to get that tactical backpack so we can swap the cape out. Yes, this is. Ah, that's the point. I remember. We have to go into our little room and do the puzzle. Multi-melter's also here.
Halt! I noticed something. If I'm not using any boots, the breeze catchers are actually not too bad. Just in case I ever do need to move. Ooh. Oh, first time. Okay, GG. Where do you get the Mechanicus Mask Heinrichs? I always forget where to pick up. It's the Void Station. You can get a couple of them. As long as you just keep trading in fuel, you'll get some. Yeah, I've got one for Cabela and for Heinrichs. Where am I going? Ah, Plasma Shaper. So, Pascal. Yep. And I think it was, yeah, with area attacks. That is actually going to be useful with this build that I'm actually using. Funny enough, because yeah, I can shotgun blast allies and it does nothing because of my effect. So yeah, once well, more so when we get the DLC update, but yeah. Single shots. Well, that's going to be ready for Eurolit then. Why does the camera keep going back there? I don't remember what to do here, so I'm going to check my own documents. Yeah, because I made a little notes on puzzles as I played through the first time. So I'm going to open my little Excel sheet. Flame of Purity, choose a book. What was the book? So the book was I Am the Blind. Ah, there we go. Motive Force and Symphony of Honor and Duty. I began taking dash and reckless rush for Argenta. I tried to run away from enemies. Yeah, it's not too bad. What does the burst fire cone count as an area attack? No, it's a burst. So burst and area aren't the same. They used to overlap, but they don't do that anymore. So yeah, burst and area are two different attack types now. Yeah, breakfast rush and dash aren't too bad. That's the point. My colony projects. Yeah, that is done. I thought that might be dirty bureaucracy. Just reprofit factor. Why not? Oh, I'm killing these rolls.
What is that?
Aero like shotguns, bursters like auto pistols. Correct. Correct indeed. Are you using Cabela and DLC? For the first one, yes. And we're just waiting for DLC 2. But yeah, I have Cabela around. She's doing Cabela things. Mm-hmm. Yep. Dogmatic. Yep. So now we can finish the blood spun wub stuff and still get our things for that. Oh, forgot to pick up some loot. Let's boogie. I think I need to speak to Jay on the ship because I don't think I activated her quest. Because normally she jumps in on the conversation with... Yeah, I'll quickly go to the freight line because then I can also get Bow Trance now. So now that I've hit Dogmatic 2, I've got that. And with Dogmatic 2, I'll begin some very, very nice boosts, benefits to my Executioners because they'll finally now proc burning on criticals. Where's Jay?
Allow me to thank you. Oh?
Damn it. I knew I forgot to do this. Wondrous Potent. Nice. Nice.
Because Balaka can be sometimes hard to do. Let's go with them for now. Okay. Sniper rifles are only way optive MCs can work. They feel kind of meh outside Pascal's overpowered. So, Pascal only boosts plasma and melters. Sniper rifles are usable by all operatives. They're not bad, but there's not that many ways to boost them. So whilst being usable, they're not impressive. But that's generally an operative issue because they got over nerfed. Operatives can use dual pistols fairly nicely. If you're a psych operative, you can also use fire within, so you can get some other boosts from that way. But yeah, they're definitely, operatives are definitely in a weak spot. Like, they're not unusable, but they're definitely noticeably weaker. But you don't have to use snipers. Like, you could very easily have an operative go executioner, and you could use Drakari weapons or use Merciless Verdict to use stuff like that. Or even pistols. You could use the toxin pistols. And you can have the sniper secondary. So pistols for up close, and then the sniper secondary. Or even a rifle. Whichever have you. Alright, let's go get our rash. Yeah, so some of the good gear that you'll want with the snipers. So Pascal has a neck thing that slows enemies. The other thing you'll want to use is the Analyst Helmet, which will create some exploits. And you also want to use Target Designator. Like, these are two really good items with it. And then his slow on shot item.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Don't get smushed. Yeah, Drakari Executioner is pretty cool. Oh, the rash? No. It's just as the achievement to keep it. I'm going to get rid of it here. But so you want to delay doing this part of the game until you get Dogmatic 2, and that's so you can get Battle Trance. I swear you used to be able to get it before Dogmatic 2, but ever since some of the first few updates, I haven't been able to. So I think that it was maybe possible, or maybe I'm just Mandela affecting it. But yeah, I'm going to clear the rash down here. I hope they add more recoil gear in the DLC. Because I feel like you can only really equip one ranged companion. That's burst fire. At least early game. You get more stuff later. Yep, here we go.
I was not dogmatic 2 when I was there and I didn't get the extra ability. Yeah. Yeah, I should get it here. Yep. Offer a prayer. Continue. Battle chance. um. We also got the vestments. Yes. I want to use it, but that's going to be better for Heinrichs. Stupid. Not taking cool stuff for myself. Sweet. Yep. So that's pretty good for Cabela because when she jumps, yeah, she's gonna get bonuses from that. I might give the double damage thing to Heinrichs as well.
A new challenge for me.
That's the point. I need to pick up bloody pact from over here. That's a really OP item.
Unexpected result.
Yeah, this thing is so broken. It just generates free AP. So during the finest hour turn, you can just generate infinite attacks. The warp set brooch is still bugged. I need to basically a week before the DLC launches, I'm going to have an opportunity to give a crap ton of balance feedback to the devs, and I'm going to hopefully get some of these bugs fixed. So we go back to the Void Ship Bridge. Yeah, so I want to get Shearing Strikes and Rigorous Training fixed. Obviously, I want to get what I just mentioned fixed. There's a couple of other little things. I'll have to try and remember as I'm going through on a run of all the outstanding bugs. Like, Bounty Hunters not picking who goes first. In my opinion, that's a bug. It's really too bad single shot weapons and builds generally are subpar the way combat encounters generally are in the game. Would love to make needle rifle pistol build work somehow. Yeah, I think they do need to be given a lot more love. Yep. You are dogmatic. Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's not bad. I like that. Decreases enemy critical damage by 15%. Gives me efficiency. So these are two different ones. One deflection, 3 hit chance. And what's the other one? Ooh, gains 2 momentum for each human enemy killed in battle. Let's take that. It will speed up a little bit of our momentum gain. Yeah. Why was there so many things? Throne room. Yep. Weapon star. Cool. So we get 5 bones to all of our skills. That gives us good stuff all around. That gives us a mechanism. What do I want? This does improve everything for everything and gives us people. The mechanisms would be nice, and the root cost would be nice. But we now get 50 root costs, so I'm actually going to take this one. Yeah. And we'll quickly go take Jay to the governor. Hey, I saw your Reddit post yesterday about Jay being able to do the int stuff. What is that from? That's from her fantastic little cold trader ability. So as you trade things, she gets a bunch of different bonuses based on her cold trader. So if we actually look at her here, so if you look at her Law Xenos 94, Medicaid 74, Persuasion 74, Tech Use 81, Logic 74, Commerce 94, because those are the two I'm increasing. But then if I jump over to Pascal, Pascal has slightly higher tech use and Logic around the same, but the reason Pascal's is higher is because I've got items on him. So it's the plasma shaper gloves. But yeah, so Jay can get close enough. It's like, it's not as good, but it's close enough. So if you don't want to use Pascal, you don't have to. And obviously the more fellowship she gets, the better she gets at doing that. So you can get more. So yeah. Yeah, but like the enemy also needs to line up correctly. Yeah, it's snipers, they are in a sort of picky spot. Like I said, I would like to see operatives get some of their nerfs undone. Oh, do I have to go to the Administrarum first? Ugh. But yeah, so Jay won't do Pascal's check as high, but you can take her to have good enough cover for yeah, good enough cover for all of them. So yeah, if you really don't want to have to lug Pascal around, you can just put Jay in there, and then you don't need to worry about any of the int checks. Like on unfair, you can sometimes still fail. Anything below unfair, she is a skill monkey. So I've had loads of arguments with people about that before, where I've said that Jay is only a skill monkey below unfair, but on unfair you have to just understand she's going to be good enough, and you have to accept that often you're going to fail those skill checks. But if you're fine with that, then she's absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
I wonder if this section will change at all when you have the Arbitus. James Jones campaign I never really used. Never really used Xenos or Ulfar because they just didn't feel worth. Yeah, Ulfar unfortunately needs gear. He would be good if he just had gear. Like, that's all he needs. He just needs gear upgrades. So I remember when I first said it to the devs, they're like, well, we're actually limited on what stuff that we can animate to give him. I was like, you don't even need to animate him. Give him something that looks exactly the same, but better effects. It's fine. No one cares. It's fine. See, I don't like you romancing Yiralit or calling her waifu because of the creepers on Reddit. Like obviously, Yiralit makes it very clear that she is horribly against Aldari human relations, and the only way you can actually romance her is to also be disgusted by that, and you sort of become cultural exchange buddies where you meditate together. But yeah, no, the Reddit stuff where they do all the revenge porn of her, I am not a fan of that. I think that's gross.
It'd be like if someone asked you out and then they started drawing pictures of you making out and then sending it to you on Facebook. It's like, ugh. But as a character, I like you as a character. So sorry to go off on that tangent. I was just taking any opportunity to shit on Reddit. Oh, that's the point. I was meant to give Heinrichs a new chess piece before I forget. Yes. Does anyone else need any upgrades? Jay's agility might finally be high enough. No. No, it's not. It's specifically because of that armor. My agility, however, is. Yeah. To be fair, I use wife since I can't spell her name fast. Yillit. Yeah, understandable. Oh no, that wasn't me going off at you, and I'm sorry if it sounded like I was. That was me like, ooh, Reddit. I had to block that guy, and he kept popping up on my X feed as well as my Reddit feed. And I was like, ugh, no. And dude, game literally tells you to destroy planets. The Europe romance isn't even top 200 most messed up things you can do in the game. True, there is a lot of messed up things you can do in this game. Whip. Actually, I want to make a safe route all the way back. Yep. I condemned an entire star system to play. Yes, I would also take hammer. Hammer good. That's funny. To be fair, there's a lot of really tough conundrums in this game. So, and a lot of it is a test of sort of your Warhammer 40k knowledge. Like, there are people in Act 1 in Reich Norris, when the sun's gone and the chaos are taking over, the correct and the only correct option is to basically bomb the planet. And the reason behind that is otherwise it's going to become a demon world. And even worse, a demon world without a sun that's just going to float off into the void of space. People are going to die no matter what. And it's the humane thing is not to create a scar in the warp. So, yeah. So, yeah, no, the correct option there is to blast it. I don't think there's anything I really want from these guys just yet. They also need to fix arc rifles. I just remembered arc rifles are bugged. Deadly repeater. This is yeah. Try if you're doing a sniper build. Try and build towards deadly repeater because the wielder has 30% chance to gain one more attack action after a kill. It's good. It's good. I want to build towards that. Yeah, the melter guns, like, oh, it's just, they're such trash low damage just because they have high armor pen. And most enemies, it doesn't even matter.
A new challenge for me?
Oh, have I not been over to this section? I thought I had. Yeah, because I was meant to next go to, see if the zones area open. Yeah, dogmatic in a lot of the cases, it's that way for a reason. It's to stop the spread of chaos, and the fact is, most, if not all, of the alien races will just torture and wipe out humans. Like, people try to make out the Tau the good guys, but the Tau started the war. Like, when the Tau first encountered humanity, they had conquered a few worlds, and when they met the Imperium, like, in proper, they just assumed it was a couple of worlds, so they opened fire, not realizing that these sort of out-of-date tech dudes controlled a galaxy-spanning empire, and they're like, we done fucked up. It's like, yeah, they'll basically, because they deem humans to be so low value, the only really job they give them is they just send them to the front lines to be meat grinders because they're worth less than the fire warriors. So, like, yeah, the Tau are not the good guys.
Victory awaits.
Space commies. Oh, have you guys still not opened this? Did I forget to talk to the guy? Yeah, see, the melter doesn't actually reduce armor. I think that a good buff for melters would be to give it the melting effect. So each shot reduces armor by 10%. So then you could do like a nice AoE debuff. Yeah, I have seen that video of like, why would they make something as dumb as the Titan? The Titan shows up like, oh goddamn. Do I need to speak to the lead about trying to get in there? I only found one multi-melter, which is the one in your that I've already picked up. That was in your what was it? Safe, yeah, the safe in your office on Dargonis. But it's like, you shouldn't always pick the first dogmatic option, because sometimes the first dogmatic option is like kill everyone, and then if you click a few more dialogue text, you actually get to the correct dogmatic option, which is kill the problem. Oh, did I just mess up with the quarantine zone? Why can't I get in there? But yeah, again, the melting effect would be good. But yeah, I think it should reduce armor, and if they already have no armors, maybe give some sort of damage buff. Dreaming stories. What am I doing wrong here? I failed the quest to open that. How do I sneak in there?
I won't tolerate weakness.
Oh, is there another multi-melter in Act 5? Okay. Yeah, if it's in Act 5, until we actually have Act 5 content, it's not the best. But yeah, there's a lot more items they do need to give us. Oh, yeah, the eruption. Yeah. No, the thing is, I failed the quest to actually get in, because normally you go to Legion and tell them to open it, and because I came incognito, I think I fucked that up, so I can't remember if there was another way to do it. I don't think there's anything in the warehouse. Huh, I wonder if I can speak to the guy. Actually, to be fair, there are parts of the poems I can hand back into that guy. Maybe he'll give me some tips. Because, yeah, I've not really come this route before. Or maybe I need to send the food over from Janus first, because I might have to do it that way because I came incognito. Like I said, I've not done this route version before. So yeah, you might be right, I might just need to wait. But let's talk to Gordy real quick. Oh no, that's it. Okay. Well, let's go to Janus then. Let's go continue the game. I was going to say, the start of Act 2 is so tedious. Because we've essentially 2 hours in, and I've not really done anything other than, like, admin. Yeah, I think it might open up after Janus, or possibly Kiva Gamma. Normally, I talk to the Legion, open it, but that's if you don't turn up incognito, and because I turned up incognito, I didn't seem to have that dialogue, or I failed the check. It was one of the two.
But yeah, I'll check again after we do Janus. I'm also going to actually, so all this talk about dogmatic being the correct option, I'm actually going down the icon class route because I'm doing an icon class run on this one. I just needed to get to dogmatic 2, which I now have. Oh yeah, I just went to the leads just now. That's the point. Now that I've got more profit factor, can I buy any more stuff? Power Claymore. Nice. Don't want anything there. Still need 50 for that. Ah, yes. I need to get to 10. Ooh. Oh, needle pistol. And smelter charges. So close. Oh, that's a point. That's a point before I forget. I should equip my ship. I don't know if I did that. Yeah, it seems that I have basic ones. Post. Yep, J. I always do football, and then I just go in that zone. Yeah, it's probably because I haven't done football. Well, no, I've done football, sorry. I haven't done Janus. My brain just did a fart there. So, on that note... so that's Trinitos, and then we're going to go up here to James. Oh, something's happening. Cutscenes, never ending. But yeah. So, what are people looking forward to with the DLC? Because DLC. Yes, speaking of DLC 1, so I'm thinking, because the new companion is a shotgun arbiter soldier, that I would do the shield warrior arbiters, because then that way I can try playing them both at the same time and leveling them up. Obviously, the companion one's not going to be optimized because the first 15 levels are going to be locked. Blood. Did they say Flexperium would have any kind of space battles? Not improvements, but they said that they are expanding the star charts, so there should be more encounters. But yeah, we'll do that in a little bit. How was our colony stuff? Nice. Ooh. Well, that's going to be really good for J. J tank is underway. Yeah, they did say it's not their focus. It's the same way doing a roguelike expansion, which I really want, is also not their focus, because apparently it didn't sell well in previous games. What I might do is, if I can get enough viewers and subscribers from the DLC launch when I do all the new builds, I might kick up a fuss about seeing if I can get people behind a roguelike in the petition. But it only works if that's what people want. It doesn't matter if I want it. But they're convinced something like that wouldn't sell, which is why it's not their focus. Bink, bank, boom. Let's... Yeah. Yeah, dude, Overseer is going to be fun. And doing a Psycho Operative Overseer with Idra, that's also going to be fun. Yeah, it would be nice if you could respec them all from, like they can keep their base archetype. Just let me respec them from level 1. That's all I want. But I think there needs to be more specialist gear for the Aldari, Drukhari, and the Astartes, because that's what's causing them to lack a little bit, is the human restricted gear is just stronger. Meh. Oh, wait a minute. Cabela's wearing the wrong mask in this cutscene. She's wearing Mask of the Sovereign. I thought I had equipped the respirator.
Submit.
What's going on, Mia?
Brace yourself.
Oh no, she has it. What's going on, Mia? Anywho.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I am a navigator, not a servitor. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I have a plan. Now that we've got our little Musties.
If you insist, Lord Captain. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I was hoping we'd get them a little bit closer. Who's got lowest health? 92, 92. Ah, you're both about the same. Kind of want to angle it right where I'm not there. Alright, we're going to do this just so I can get into a better position so I don't accidentally hit my own ally. Captive audience this. See how you go. Exploded. Explosion! On that note.
Aim for the heart next time.
Oh, I just realised I didn't need to do that. I could have just zipped over there.
Trust me. I as the tenant. Final web.
Yeah, so we had blitz stratagem. I could have just done that. It's good enough. And then we want let's pop this here. We'll move someone up there maybe.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Cover me. On it. Anything else? But of course.
Not got line of sight on anyone else just yet, have we? Oh, yes, you.
Anything else?
We can guarantee a kill there, but is it a kill we want? Or do we want to drop one of these?
On it. There.
Nice.
Moving.
Quick! Emperor, protect me.
Okay, now I'm really riled up.
Oh yeah, there's a little bell trance. Okay. So. Yeah, we can easily take this guy out.
In the face of adversity. Nothing.
Get gunned down. Yeah, I can see either Space Hulk or Endless Adventures in the Webway. I think those would sell really well. It's not the same as the Pathfinder. I think, yeah, if you could do a Space Hulk or Webway sort of thing, I think that'd be a good side campaign. And maybe if you could then get rewards that went into the main game, people would be interested. But we'll have to see it.
They who discern the future on the battlefield. Anything else? But of course.
Nope. I put it in a bad spot.
Me.
Hold on.
this.
Here we go.
Oh. Hmm.
Forge ahead. Suit my purposes.
Sweet. I was a little bit worried, so I thought Cabela might have been hit by that stun grenade.
The shadow.
Ooh, these guys are tough.
Trust me.
Who has the lowest health? 153, 141. Don't think I can actually one-hit them with a where it hurts. Might have too much for now. Yeah, for now I'll just build up some stacks a little bit. Right, Heinrichs. You...
Naturally.
Not bad.
I need a foothold.
Alright, well, if anyone moves, where it hurts ready. Move will not... Nors attacks with opportunity. Okay,
Don't get
so
too
we
cocky.
can move
I'd like to, but I can't.
Idra out of there. Oh, she's stunned. She can't act. Oh, well. I'm stupid.
I can do that with the right incentive. How about no?
I've already done that on her, that's why. Okay,
Don't get too
Heinrichs
cocky.
then. Well, the good news is I can just sweep because, again, we have the wonderful fact of my ability, or because we're under the effect of... We should be. Did I use... I'm pretty sure I did. No, Catherine's not. No, wait, yes. Yes. I did use her ability, so I shouldn't hit allies, but I'm scared. Nope, it's already passed. Okay.
Blood.
The bounty hunter reset made me lose it. It's a good thing I didn't just firestorm and wipe out my own team. Let me just quickly check. Yep, I used Dukai. Yep. Pathfinder ones felt quite tedious. Okay.
For the throne's glory.
And now that I know
battlefield
that I
areas
would
good for
accidentally
my
kill
lungs.
allies, let's just take a little... If we get a crit, we'll be able to burst fire. No crit. Okay. Let's try and get some enemies moved.
Let's get to it.
A bunch of them resisted that.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Well, in that
Be
case...
careful not to cross my gaze. Me? Insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs? I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Death comes in silence.
Okay, we should have some opportunities here.
As honor always brings me
Nice.
no pleasure. Death is a
Okay,
blessing,
you being dead
as
helps.
the tenants demand.
Idra stunned, so she doesn't get her turn, but she's in a bad position. Oh, I forgot about that guy. It's fine, Idra's down. You, however...
Nothing I can't do.
Let's build up.
Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Right.
Not a problem for me.
Didn't stand a chance. All too easy.
Cool, we got Reverend Slaughter out there. Idua.
As Anna
Pain resonance. We already have where it hurts. But
I shall
nice. Okay, who's still alive? Oh, you! I forgot about you. Can't quite get to the position I want to. Actually, wait. Yes, we can.
the
Blitz
shadows
stratagem.
will see it done.
Fantastic.
As the tenets demand.
We dodged a couple of those.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Oof. That charge just smack. Actually, we should be able to get here, and its cover's going to be a bit of an issue.
Naturally.
Well, that's fine as well, because what we can do instead, just use some pyromancy. J. So he's already on fire. Good move here, and then you. Yep. That's better damage. And then for Jay's actual turn, we could get a burst fire on this guy.
Watch my back. Don't get too cocky.
I was hoping for a crit. Right, we can
You've
treat
got a
back a
problem?
little bit.
I've got a price.
Let's try and move these guys more in on Heinrichs.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
So we could do the same.
But of course, Lord Captain. Naturally. Let's for the I'm done with this one.
And then we're just down to that last one. This combat, yeah, it took way longer than it should have. I did not plan these out the best. So what we could also do,
If
move
I
up
may,
this zone as well.
Step aside. The navigator is coming. Me, if you insist, Lord Captain.
Scared yet? You'll regret this. Already done.
We don't need to worry about his cover.
Not a problem for me.
Ooh, is it actually
Nothing I
15?
can't
No,
do.
16 shots here.
Oof. Another clean strike. Nothing of value has
32 burst fire, just all in. This game reminds me of Final Fantasy 7 when you get the airship, but 5 times better. I do like those old games. Unfortunately, Idra got absolutely beans there. But it's fine. I'm going to swap around this section for Urilit anyway once I run into her. Oh look, a Chaos Worshipper. I've only just noticed that little bubble around her. Oh, even Cabela took a injury there.
The Lord Captain is indulging the spinners now? Is she going to start cutting people left and right because the Undying One gave her a sign?
Yes, because the spinners are undeniably
Your
correct.
worry is misplaced.
Is Pyro Bio Warrior Executioner viable enough that you don't need chainsaws? Um, mm, uh,
When rumors
it is,
were spreading all over the ship,
but like that, I would still prefer to use Arc Militant just to increase the number of attacks.
Lady Theodora's deeds are
Because you can use Veil
renowned
Render and still do pretty good
One
damage.
would not think it would have been very pleasant to serve under such an...
But like, it's still very strong. Because right now, that's how I'm using Heinrich, so I don't have a rock saw. Yeah, have fun on your pyro, man. To be fair, I like all pyro builds.
A new challenge for me.
Healy. My soul is nothing kin to yours. Your kind call us Xenos, as if we are all as one. I came. I have I am. This world is in Oh. There is a The world you call Janus was what the Lilithan is expressing her. Because that is what you are.
Follow my lead.
Oh yes, there's the guy out in the corner over here, isn't there?
What did you just say? Or was it not you? The voices are going.
Ah, the hotshot les rifle's also over here.
Why? Something's not right.
Yeah.
Oh, this tasteless extravagance could send anyone mad.
Damn, Jay normally fails that one for me. I like that both the both options are result in his death. Plus 15 to cruise.
It's about time.
I still always click stuff that don't need clicking as I come through here. It's I don't know what it is, but I just see and I have to. Oh no, do you guys, whenever you go through this stuff, do you still always click every interactable even though you don't need to? Was that more of a me thing?
Intriguing.
The Vicia. Would he be proud? Am I?
Ah! +5 fellowship for J. Ew. Yeah, it already does that.
Victory awaits.
What do you think is the best class and background if I've never played this game before? I think I'd like a Fellowship Commander than a Mage Psychic.
your very first run, if you want to do an officer commissar or like a noble, then do it. Like everything's perfectly viable. I think the safest run was Pyromancy Warrior. That was very friendly. But there was a number of ways you could do. But officer, yeah, it's very strong. There's no two ways about that.
A new challenge for me.
Is there any more to talk to you right now?
Ellen Tark. Eyewitness prison. Ellen Tark.
Let's quickly speak to the governor, then head to the ship. Oh, I forgot about the chap around the side. I completely forgot about him. And then I can speak to the other guy. What's his face in the main courtyard? Yeah, that's true. What happens if there's EXP? Might be the best time in the game.
Follow my lead.
So, if you go strictly dogmatic and you kill Yiralit, you don't speak with the Aldari, and you do everything like shoot Xenos on sight, you don't find out about what's actually going on here. So you never find out about the chaos.
I won't
And luckily, any route can still get the Inquisitor's Tenon on the Black Ring. It's just about lying to to Cazador. In this game, have anything like charisma or dialogue checks. So, your companions all have their own skill trees, but you as the rogue trader will use your companion's skill checks as if they're your own, so you don't need to worry about what you take, because you could be role-playing as the frontline paladin-style giant sword, psyker, berserker sort of guy like this dude, but you'll still use the charismatic companion skill checks as if they're your own. So that's what I said. Pick your rogue trader to be whatever you want your battle class to be, and then... yeah, just take whatever skills are amongst your 5 companions. That will cover everything. But yeah, if you want to go like a commissar officer, that's not a bad first run.
It's about time.
Yeah, so the team dialogue is nice. So you don't have to be the face like Baldur's Gate 3, which is really annoying, in my opinion. Because you're always the face. Like, your companions are your tools. Like, that's what you have to remember with this one. Alright, so we will drop Idra because she's injured. We'll keep Heinrichs, of course. Yeah, frontline. Yeah, so Warrior's good if you want to be up front, be a bit tanky, or you can be dodgy. If you've got the DLC, Blade Dancer's incredibly overpowered. Soldier is your ranged class, Operative is your debuffer, and Officer is your really strong. Hmm? Yeah, it's sorry, Officer's your buff class. Save the kill. Yep. What's the first one? I actually could not remember my own Eurolet build. It is. Oh, we Grenadier, of course. Yeah. So we can, yep, Analyst Helmet. Use that to secondary. Target Designator. Sniper Gloves. Let's see, we'll swap capes. So Jay can get some more fellowship when enemies are nearby. You can get some more dodge. We don't have any boots for her yet. Yep, let's increase critical hit chance. Wanderer's potent because when that gets a critical, gives us an additional turn. Alright, and the rest of her gear we'll get whilst we're actually on this planet. Nice.
Victory awaits!
Yeah, understanding some of the game mechanics like burst fire and all that can sometimes take people a little bit. Like, there was something that came up where someone went, okay, so the Ripper and the Stolen Autocannon have the same rate of fire. The Stolen Autocannon has more armor pen and more ammo, so the Ripper is just better. And it's like, well, actually, no, because 5 armor pen could be up, like, 10 base more damage, depending on what your buffs talents are. But then also the Stolen Autocannon has access to breaking point and overpower, which is what increases the damage of that base and ballistic score. So it's actually much stronger than it may have seemed.
I suppose it's because the jungle is ever so slightly hostile to visitors. Speaking of visitors, Lord Captain,
So one thing you can do with combats in this, and this is not something I often do, but you can open combat with attacking everything, and this costs nothing. So everything just takes damage, and it doesn't count towards, like, anything. It's just free damage.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
We do this. We do this.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. If I may, the navigator.
This is why people like Cassia. Because you can just, like, spam stuff like that. Like, the damage is, it's not that impressive, but hey, it gets the job done, you know?
Job for the serfs. I'm not accustomed to being ordered
And yeah, that's pretty much most of the battlefield wiped out.
All too easy.
Can I even get these guys?
Stand a chance. Already done. Not opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Heinrichs.
Everyone, step aside. Let's see to it. I won't object to it. Let's be gone.
And one turns occur. Oh, hello. You come to say hello, girl. Oh, and we have a nice hunting rifle upgrade for Idra. When I first played through these heavy weapons with low base damage were awful for this exact reason, but then every time I learn how bounty hunter works, I decided to double down on grand strategies. Yeah, but yeah, heavy weapons really strong. It's just you need to know the talent investment you need to make them strong. Because yeah, if you actually have a look at the talents for it, which we'll get at some point. So if we scroll down to... So first of all, there's Breaking Point, which heavy weapons deal +1 base damage and 10% damage and ignore 2 deflection, which is already pretty good. But then you get Overpower as well, which is when firing heavy weapons, critical hit chances increased by ballistic score bonus, and critical damage is increased by 3 times ballistic score bonus. So buffs really, really benefit heavy weapons.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
What a shame.
Yes, yes.
What is it, rogue trader?
And unfortunately,
More trouble than it's worth.
can't buff yourself to jump up there.
Is it seemly for valued servants of the Emperor to huddle together in such a
Shame
squalid
and
abode?
dishonor. We attach importance to other
I
things
do what I
than
must.
Cassia. Ascesis is how we achieve self-perfection.
And our first bit of recoil gears over here.
Our gold. And
Justice
the
be
prayers
ordained.
written upon our walls serve as our murals.
Oh, wait. Dang it. I was meant to not click that just yet. I was meant to do that first, but it's fine.
Showing up uninvited? How improper!
Oh, at least we get to move.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Didn't mean to get them closer together.
If I may. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
As honor orders. The shadows will see it done. As the tenants demand. Your soul be purged. Trust me. I shall not fail. As honor ordains. Come, the other side awaits.
It's not bad, bring it down turn.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
That's a lot of damage. She parried that one.
If I must. If it serves your cause. This team Fortune favors the swift. I understand your intent. If it serves your cause.
My tactics are flawless. Not a problem for me. Suits my purposes. I shall not fear. Nothing. There's nowhere to hide.
I think Cabela's can be fine. Might want Heinrichs to just finish off this one.
I won't object. I'm done with this one.
So we still have ally immunity to
The Emperor
powers,
is on our side.
so I
No
can just
sanction
drop.
to do
Oh, I'm not on
this.
fire. That's why. Yeah.
Let's see to it.
Yep, Jay's stunned. Cool. These guys are all bleeding. So pain resonance is going to do something. We'll captive audience.
As the tenets demand.
I might be able to kill you.
Trust me.
Let's try where it hurts.
By the web.
Not quite.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
As honor orders brings me no pleasure.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
We are still not able to hurt our allies. I'm planning a Temperous Sign themed character using all burst and hotshot las plus las pistols, so aim is kind of out because of versatility. So I'm not sure if Bounty on MT would work. Bounty Hunter or Master Tactician both would work. Like, if you want to use them, go for it.
No.
Eee. Well, that's not good. Crippled legs can suck.
It's about time.
Cabela's getting bullied. Unfortunately, Cabela does not have the trauma build, so that genuinely sucks. Alright, let's not risk the athletics check for now because I don't want to take any more traumas. And there's no way to heal on this planet.
The Inquisition taught me many things.
Submit, and you'll die quickly. Are you ready to die?
Pop you up there. Pop you up here. So let's try to group up these guys. Kill zone. Yep.
I am a navigator,
That'll do.
not a servitor. The fury of House Celia.
Let's kill some trash.
Me, if you insist, Lord Captain.
Okay, so you guys are still left, but not many others are. So let's start by getting in position here. Ah, too far. Pathfinder can be a bit complicated, which is it's understandable.
I know what I'm doing, usually. I can do that with the right incentive. Am I getting paid for this?
Need
Don't
to move
get too
you to a
cocky.
better position. That's only 22%.
Not a problem. Suits my purposes.
I was hoping for more.
You will not die in this army.
Oh, she lost some of her cover.
As the tenants demand.
Okay, so captive
The
audience,
shadows
display
will
dance shoot.
The other side awaits.
We're not going to be able to get enough movement to go over there.
Don't leave us.
Oh, Jay got BG'd. Oof. Are you in melee or are you range? Oh, you're range, so I could literally just walk next to you.
If I must. This tedium is beneath me. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Oh, need to use this gun first. Ah, no critical, so no extra attack. Shame.
I deal death with my hands.
Right. Well, heavily armored rebel, let's lower your armor.
Serves your cause. If I must.
Heinrichs. I do want to get rid of that rebel.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Are you in range? You are. But I
won't object to
don't
it.
think I can kill you from here with that. Oh, really? That is tedious.
For the throne's glory.
50. What about you? 22.
Let's see to it.
Let's get to it.
That stops him attacking the others.
Let's get to it.
Oh, dang, 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 dang.
Emperor, give me strength.
Eh?
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Isn't this a job for the serfs? I am. Isn't this a job for the serfs? If I may.
Okay. We can get her into here just to have a little bit more armor.
Nothing I can't do.
Annoying.
Unworthy soul.
Oh, Cabela. How is You're in the Footsteps of Death not procced from all that?
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
She's so far back.
I hear you moving. No more.
Oh, you, huh?
Another soul slips beyond the veil.
Ah, we got the critical, but that's not going to be what we need to actually get more attacks. So we can guarantee a hit.
Hear you moving. No more.
My goodness, we are suffering on movement.
I won't object to it. But of course, Lord Captain. For the throne's glory.
I think my rogue trade might go down.
Aim for that
Let's
heart.
get to it.
Oh, I just seen Eurolit's also getting bullied. Alright, can we pull those guys off her? No.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
We can get one of them off her,
I'm not
maybe.
accustomed to
Yes.
being ordered around. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
So if that takes up 2.
I understand your intent. Another soul slips beyond the veil. If it's certain.
Okay, she was able to look after herself.
This tedium is beneath me.
Alright, well,
All too easy.
let's go deal with this little sniper.
Never wavered in the face of adversity.
God damn.
I will take all of you with me.
A dance of blades and shadows. Trust me. Final web. I shall is a blessing.
Alright, well, so you did. But we've not really got anything that we can use the rest of our XP on. Well, not XP, AP. Let's just get the bleed of Cassia for now. Ah, that did give us some movement. Okay.
I bring mercy and retribution.
Not going to be worth trying to jump up on that. However, Hewlett. Actually, from there, you do have eyes on targets. Did not realize I had not finished you off.
I'll deal death with my hands.
That's one issue solved.
If I must. Another soul slips
Cool.
beyond the veil.
Is there anyone else we can still hit from here? Ooh, our little friend's coming up.
I move as if unseen. I understand.
From Minmax, I'm glad you don't spam mercs. Yeah, I don't use mercs. I just think it's doesn't seem right to me.
I need a foothold.
Yeah, I'm not about merc life.
Naturally. Let's see to it.
Might as well.
Throne take you.
Oh yes, little Aldari friends. This is probably the worst I've ever done in this encounter. Like normally these guys come after I clear the encounter, which is annoying because then I normally lose all the buffs. But luckily I've done so badly in this encounter, they've turned up.
If you insist, Lord Captain. Isn't this a job for the serfs? If I may.
But of course.
Oh yes, because
Let's see to it.
Yeah, his high
I
armor.
won't object to it.
Try and drag you two out of cover if we can. You, if we pop you there so you don't get shot. You're not dead. Alright, you really need that med pack. But now I am actually just going to get her out of the way.
A problem for me.
Oh, of course, this would be the time that Never Stop Shooting does proc. I wonder, can Cabela jump up there on...
My path won't end here.
As honor all day.
Oh, damn, he dodged a lot of that. I really should have blood oathed him.
Trust me. I shall not fail. It brings me no pleasure.
I'm really not going to be able to get all the way up there in this turn. Oh, he came to me. Oh, we don't have the cover.
I move swiftly to strike. If it serves your cause. This fortune favors the swift.
Heal my wounds.
Hear you moving, no more. If I must.
No, they'll drop his armor.
Holy terror, smite your enemies. Focus, Van Calox. Focus. The Inquisition sends their regards. Now your reckoning is due.
Cool. Oh no, I have so many injuries. Ugh, this is gonna make the battle on the beach so tedious. It is what it is. What was level 21 on this build? We take... Ah, all out. That is very nice. And then next levels we go into taking our heavy gunner stuff. So... Alright, so Cassia... Parsons Skeeved... Oh, have I not taken... Oh, no, that's a different thing. I'm just thinking of something else. Parsons Cave, yep. There's their dodge. So, yeah, massive dodge boost for her here. Yeah, there we go. Jay... so yeah, ballistic skill and joint offensive. Master Position gains plus 1 second attack for every hit scored on enemies. Yep. Relit 21. We're going to take intelligence and claim a main. And Heinrichs. Weapon skill, yep, second Majoris. Yeah, a lot of this might actually come down to Heinrichs in this last fight. Because everyone else is so injured. Capella at 21, weapon skill. Normally I take invigorating screams here, but it's really not going to do much for her because of how injured she is. So I might have to take Perfect Anatomy now, just to get the 8% armor, and then I'll have to take invigorating screams later. Let's get rid of the basic injury she's got
Blood
for now.
is my life.
There's nothing I can do
is my
about the
duty.
traumas because we don't have the trauma kits yet.
Do you think my body was suffering?
Really, send
I don't
Cabela.
know
I wish it would send whoever's closest.
Neither do the ignorant.
I imagine heavy armor soldier, it might be a thing with the Arbiters because they all look like they're wearing heavy gear. So it'll be interesting to see what talents he has.
None shall stand in my way.
Yeah, these rebels all got absolutely smooshed. Oh yeah, they've got a melter gun here now. I probably should update the spreadsheet. Is there... Let's have a little quick look. Weapons by type. Rifles, snipers, flamers, melter. There should be a melter gun. Oh, yep, James Forrest. Yep, we've already got it here. Yeah, that was one of the updates we did do. Oh, but it's 18 to 24, 50%. Oh, actually,
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Keep a sharp eye.
And then we got some stuff up here.
We need to investigate.
The Vizier. Would he be
None are
proud?
better at
Am
searching.
Follow my lead.
It was like right before I got to the Aurora boss fight, I walked on a mine and crippled half my team.
He withholds his favor. I do what I must.
I sense something nearby.
A minor setback.
See, having J over Pascal, the only thing is,
Just bad luck.
it is slightly lower.
One and
So
it's
stuff
done.
like that ends up happening. So we'll take the agility and the athletics because that is going to help her on these boots. So I'll help move up
It's
her
about
turn
time.
order as well. Is this Law Xenos? Who has the highest Law Xenos? Got 85 here and 99 on J.
The rogue trader descending into the abode of wretched serfs. Is it some sort of tradition? If so, then it is certainly not one my house has adopted.
I would call it wisdom.
Fortune smiles
Anyone
on
smart
us.
enough
An
understands
ill
that they
omen.
should know everything that goes on in their home, even in its darkest corners.
30% chance to make that climb. Not going to do it. Items aren't worth it.
The shadows reveal their secrets.
Yep. And then we get the agility and perception boost. So, Eulet's to hit is going to be pretty good now.
A new challenge for me.
I will be your end.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Just designate a target. If it serves your cause.
Oh, I fired with the wrong gun. Oops.
I am your
I was meant to
pet
swap.
monkey. I understand your intent. I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
Nothing I can't do. Oh, nothing of value has been lost.
This tedium is beneath me.
Nothing I can't do. Suits my purposes.
Get me a target. I won't do that. For the throne's glory.
Nice. Okay, which gives solving damage on DFA. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, no, it's not bad combo at all.
And done.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Oh, that's point. Let's make sure we've got all our consumables because this is going to be a slightly tedious fight because of how injured everyone is.
Halt! I noticed something.
Just as he ordained.
My success was inevitable.
Victory
This
awaits.
is also one of those maps that really highlights
If it serves your cause.
that there is not the best. Actually, wait, we need to do dialogue. Whoops. I almost did a bad. Really highlights there's not enough base cover. There is really not enough base cover. Like a lot of the maps, because some people complain about people that doing crazy like Alpha Strike stuff, but yeah, there's not really a lot of good cover to start with. We shall do things another way. I shall grant protection to this form of alliance between Xenos and representatives of humanity. Together we shall destroy... Ooh, I've not actually done that route. Oh, I talked my way out of the combat. I probably shouldn't have done that. Eek. Felt dirty even clicking that. Oh. Icon class. Skipping battles through dialogue. No, that is one of the good things about roleplay in this game is that could have been quite a difficult fight because of how injured my guys are. But the fact is, we were able to talk our way around it. So yeah, there are definitely options, and the roleplay in this game is top notch. And none of the drops there are actually useful, so I don't mind. Well, willy. So that's fine. Oh, your perception really does need increasing. So I'm guessing you need all out as well. Yep. I forgot to put on the recoil gear.
What am I taking with... Oh, of course. No, I've already taken Save the Kill. When it comes to Iterate, level 21, I normally take... Ooh, you can take Fire Within or Advice and Guidance. Fire Within is actually a good way to start building up her number of attacks. So yeah, I will take that. Ablard at 21. Oh, all out weapon skill. I didn't realize I didn't have all out. Very nice. There's anything else I need to do? Actually, I can sell for a lot of stuff. Could also give Idra that rifle. Not sure if it's which one's better. See, the nice thing about the Aldari chainsword, so those of you who do pick up Aldari weapons, is they don't end your movement. So these are actually really good to go on like your assassins, your executioners, and stuff like that early game. So it's the advantage of a chain weapon, but yeah, your single attacks don't actually end your movement. So you could actually put that in your Blade Dancer, and you could have a Blade Dancer assassin, and you can keep moving. Right, let's go see the governor. We don't actually need Eurolit for this section, but I might as well use her before I just bench her for the rest of the game. Oh, who sent me a message?
It's about time.
What I'll do is I'll do... and they're forced to rely on your word that you won't go wipe them out. Yeah. On that note, I'll do this boss battle, and then I'll probably end the stream next. We've been going for about 3 hours, and... yeah, I don't want people who come back later to be having to slog through such a big thing. Does it say until somewhere that they don't end your movement? That's huge. Yeah, it does. I've tested it as well. So if you look at normal weapons, so when you go onto the info, when you look at strike, notice it. So it uses your attack action, it uses your movement. However, when you look at the Aldari ones, it only takes your attack action. So the whole point of the Aldari ones is they don't end your movement. That's why I said they need more Aldari weapons in the game to make them worthwhile.
My pleasure. I won't tolerate weakness.
Oh dear.
Watch your steps.
Which one's this? Is it demolitions?
The web serves.
Yeah, it's demolition.
They say a little bit of humility never hurt anyone.
Whisper and be heard.
I tire of idleness. Let's move. Done. I'll lay claim to the
None
stars.
are better at searching.
Yeah, you'd think people would be more aware. That might be something I'll suggest them as well in some feedback, is you can make it more obvious that Aldari weapons, some of them, don't enter movement.
Melee Yearlit build.
I sense something
Though
nearby.
there are some melee builds I have. I just realised I forgot. Oh wait, no, he's got right there. Never mind. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. I thought I forgot something, but I had not. Hello. How's it going? But yeah, the Aldari weapons are actually pretty good.
I guide humanity between
Can
the
I
stars.
blast people from here? I might be able to get 2 of you, but I don't know if it's cutscene
Do not
line.
dare ask. I am a navigator.
Oh no, we can start combat that way. Groovy. So we really want to stop these guys from going absolutely apeshit with their grenades. So we are going to have Cabela, and we're going to put her up here because I want her to take this fucker out. If we can group up people, we will. So we'll see what we can do with that. Heinrichs, I'm actually going to have you a little bit further back, so if they do AoE stun us, you won't be in it. You'll be better back here. Ah, the cover's down there, though. Okay. Ugh. Not really any cover to get J to. Now, let's see what we can do with this.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. If I may. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Yeah,
Be careful
didn't mean
not
for them to
cross
stand
my
next to
head.
me.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Who's the weakest? They're all pretty strong.
As honor ordains. As the tenets, your soul be purged.
Alright, captive
As
audience
honor
this.
ordains. A blade whispers your
Almost. Ah, I just remembered we have the grenade that we can use to take a turn. What difficulty are you? Difficulty 3. Alright, let's see how well it works.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
It missed! Demonettes suck. Stupid demonettes.
If I may. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Cool, parry. Yearlit. First, let's get to cover.
I am
Mark.
not your Xenos
Mark.
pet monkey.
Mark.
I understand your intent.
Damn, we don't want to hit our ally there.
This tedium is beneath me. If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet
a
monkey.
waste of blood.
Not enough.
I understand your intent.
Ugh, stun grenades. But seems to not have hit Cabela, which is good.
Trust me. As honor ordains. As my blade whispers your name. The shadows will see it done. I shall not fail.
To the brink of
suck.
But of course, Lord Captain. Let's see to it. I won't object to it.
Ugh, one of them didn't even take a hit. Now, who do we want to fire
Not a
at?
problem for me.
I'm guessing
My
you
tactics
guys.
are flawless. Nothing
Not yet. Not by your hand.
suits my purposes. All done.
Jade got stunned, of course. Oh. Oh. Oh! Oh! I have never sided with the Eldar. I did not know we got allies in this encounter. Ah! We learned something new. It's funny.
I'm afraid not. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Is it possible to get the Vizier over here? No, she's too far.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Final web. The other side away.
Nice.
Step aside. The navigator is coming. If I may.
Ah, we're still under the effects. Nice.
Me?
I won't go down easy.
This tedium is beneath me.
Yuralit's turn.
I am not another soul who lives beyond the veil. I approach the designated position.
Oh, it's just this lady. Unfortunately, we are currently not in any good position
If
for
I
her.
must.
Right, if I move up a little bit, we got 6 AP.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If it's no weakness is hidden
Ah,
from
yes,
my
the crit will
sight.
do. What is that? Force field, 50% chance to absorb all incoming damage. I guess that's that was one of their new little things that they added for her. Wait, what's happening there? Yeah, apparently. I picked the iconoclast option and I sided with them. Oh my god.
The shadows will see it done. I shall not fail. Trust me, your soul be purged.
Fate, guide me.
Nothing I can't do.
Cabela, dodge.
Not
What is done cannot be undone.
I said dodge.
I can do that with the right incentive. Don't get cocky. Tell me, and it is done. Am I getting... I want a medal for that one.
I just realised I once again forgot to give out the
There is
recall
only
gear.
death, yours or mine.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Isn't this a job for the serfs? If I may, isn't this a job for the serfs?
As the caught by the web, the shadows will see it done.
Me? You insist, Lord Captain.
Very nice. I doubt Xena is capable of limiting heresy on the planet, Catherine, but in a situation of limited resources, for him serve me. If I ever repeat the sentiment, but the Aldari assistance is the best we can hope for in the short term, barring radical solutions to the problem. I hope that's, yep. Yeah, I've never sided with these guys. Oh look, another bolter. Yep, persuasion checks, pointless armor, need a pistol. Well, persuasion checks, I can go to Cassia. Yep.
Follow my lead.
Yeah, I'm siding with Valdari. Never done that before.
Keep a sharp eye.
Who even knew you could?
Just as I was taught. One and it's done.
Strength booster. Yep, that will be usable by Heinrichs.
It's about time.
You have merely delayed your inevitable death in the claws of the warp, then Iadira. You could have...
Yeah, heresy.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Oh, what's happening out here? How explained to you, mysterious gesture? And, yep. I need explanation. What are you doing? No, that's not even the right question. Do you even realize what you're doing? You has living the Imperial world in the hands of Xenos is a violation of the principle of the Imperium. Um. Oh.
Victory awaits!
No, a choice between the cult or the Xenos taking a world. Both bad. Exterminators! Exterminators the world! Though that is the common Imperial solution to such things. What's the lesser of two evils? Kill everyone. 3 dogmatic points is 3 dogmatic points. Yep, I can class give. And so, let's see. Tears of Repentance is one of the best ones. You can put blinded, slowed, and disturbed. So this directly turns on a lot of Arc Militant talents. That's why I normally go for that. The other one's Starblight. So this one is a Sniper, which has nothing exquisite about it. But we do get some Xenotech, but not much. Now, the Stimulants, plus 10 strength, toughness, agility, and inflicts mind talent. I don't like that one. So yeah, the Tears of Repentance it is. And then we quickly... Oh, wrong button. I meant to go back to the ship, but... So yeah, back to the bridge. Now, funny enough, if when you do learn about the archenemy, there is a chance you do get a thing to be able to execute the Venezia. It's... Oh, nope. Gee. So it's in one of the contracts you can sort of execute her. It's weird. Nope. 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 Nope, 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 nope.
You have my complete attention. The cup... As for... I need... As you wish.
Let's see if Europe has anything to add.
Is that... some... Is I... But... Is I... different, Bron? Why ask this question? We are as different as you wish, Elontark.
It's quick level. So we are at level 22. Wildfire is incredibly important. And let's see what else. So yeah, everything's coming on nice. So breaking point is what we're going to pick up here. So this is where we can start to use heavy weapons either now, or we can take it next level when we get heavy gunner. But yeah, this is when heavies start to become useful. Pascal. I really should do these in order, but I'm always terrible at that. So hot on the trail, because we can get extra turns out of that. We do the same for Idra, I believe. The buff one takes warp speed. Oh, actually, no. Psychic Assault apparently is what I go for here, which is actually, yeah, no, that's a big boost for combat. Not gonna lie. Argenta probably gonna grab Wildfire as well. Yep, and Breaking Point. So Wildfire also get Breaking Point. Then Abelard. Yep, Wildfire and... Oh, Dependable! Now he gets really tanky. Oh. Oh no, it's Common Talent. Oh, dual weapon combat, sorry, my bad. I was looking ahead a level. But yes, we can start using 2 weapons on him. Heinrichs. Oh, Inflame, yes. So we will be getting ready to start insta-killing things. You can also take Molten Beam if you really want. But yeah, Inflame works here. Uralit. Yep, hot on the trail. J. Yep, we get the next buff, so we get Inspire. Cassiar. So now you can take Waking Nightmare, which opens up for Warp Curse Unleash, but you can also take Held in My Gaze. I'm actually updating that. So Waking Nightmare will actually lower toughness and willpower, which will actually cripple enemies quite a bit. Whereas Held in My Gaze for 1 AP it's not actually that bad damage. So it really depends what you want to do with that, and obviously that will stack with her other stuff. Cabela, I am guessing Reckless Abandon. If I just double check my own level up sheet, it is in fact Reckless Abandon. Cool. Tisbred, yeah, Tisbred's good. It's good. But yeah, that'll do for now. So do you think they're actually going to rework the operative at some point? Maybe in 1.4. The problem is most players play in lower difficulty where operative is just fine. It's only people like who play on unfair, or if they do put in this brutal mode, who play on that. Those are the only ones that are ever going to see that Optiv is quite weak. So if they do, it'll be in 1.4, but who knows? Like, it really does depend on what they think is the issues and what the community complain about. We'll have to wait and see. But thanks for stopping by, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the stream, for those you heard about. And yeah, like I said, I'll keep posting new news to the channel posts in the community tab as if I find out anything new for the DLC, and I'll keep you all updated. Thanks for playing, and bye.